And we stay online the whole way through. All right, let's start standing. And oh, what is that? Hold on. This is not letting me. Oh, I see. 1 second. Let me just make a quick switch around. Okay, let me try this again. Oh, it should be live streaming. Okay. One more thing I just have to check. Okay, it's all working. All right. So let's start. I did this Gil Headley class with another woman, Jules. Oh, I can't remember her name, but she's a yoga person and a biomechanics person, and she's talking about the tissue in our bodies and how it responds to our life and what we do. So if we want more resilience in like if we want kind of bouncy tissues, we need to bounce a little bit. Like the movement that we do gives our tissue, teaches it how to be in our body. So we're just going to inhale up, lift, and then exhale, shake it out, bounce, jiggle, get that resilience in your tissues, shaking it out, shaking it out, shaking it out. Inhale, open, exhale. You can inhale even while we're shaking, like we're just gonna bounce around for a second. And it can be a little bit of a jump or not. If you're not ready to jump, don't jump. I've been up walking and doing things already. Inhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Just inviting bounciness and resilience in your tissue. Bouncy, resilient tissues. And that's your fascia, your muscles, even your bones having more capacity to deal with this type of movement, more elasticity. Inhale, lift, and exhale, shake, shake, shake. Let it go. And one more like that. Inhale, lift, and exhale. I know Catherine knows this, all that urban rebounding, all that kind of stuff where you're bouncing, so good for your tissue. Like if we do all this stillness stuff, also great, but it's not giving your tissue the chance to have this kind of movement. Like running might, or jumping on a trampoline, or just jumping. Let's do a different one. Inhale up, stick out your butt, arch your back, take it all the way down. Relax your head and neck, and inhale up. This is one thing that's great about dance, or specifically ballet. A ballet class, you're going to do a lot of stuff that's kind of moving in very three-dimensional ways, but then also at the end, you're jumping. You're really moving across the floor, taking up space, moving through space. Last one, inhale, open, reach it out and up, and exhale, take it all the way down. Stay there and just shift from side to side, bend one knee, bend the other. Freeing up your spine, relating the connection between your tail and your head and your tail. And then coming in, rolling it all the way up. Let's do the lymph flush because we haven't done it for a while. So rubbing your hands together. Taking your right hand to this left collarbone right in here, going kind of above it, but you can also go below it and you can move around. Sometimes I ask people to do this and they're going like that. Get in there, get that stuff moving. No little tiny movement, but big, expansive movement. If it hurts, be very gentle, but get some action going on. Same thing on the other side, left hand to right. Turn your head a little bit, getting the lymph to come in through this big subclavian vein where it returns into the blood, filters out through your system. Let go, relax your face. See if you can relax your cheeks. I'm sitting here balancing, falling over. Coming to the angle of the jaw, right under there. Getting in. So once I get in here, the tempo tends to switch And my fingers are making little small circles, getting in there, inviting any kind of stuck lymph to move. If there is a slightly blocked lymph node, no bueno. We want to get that stuff cleared and moving. Then we're going to take it just down your sternocleidomastoid from your, just behind your jaw and between under your ear, and slide it down towards your clavicle. Same thing on the other side. So when we're sleeping at night, our glial lymphatic fluid, our glymph, is doing all the work, clearing up our brain, which is one reason we want to have a full night of sleep. That is doing the clearing while we're sleeping, not while we're awake. And we're just inviting whatever cleared to come down, reabsorb in the system, in through the vein. And then we're going to take right hand to, oh, great, I just froze. Right hand to left, and that's just not even my, that's because of my computer. Not my computer, my, whatever. Right hand to left, I'll just keep describing it. Right hand to left, pectoral and deltoid. Hold on, we'll get in there in a second. Right in there. And then left hand to right, same thing. Lots of lymph in there. Armpit, pec. Getting in with that. Yeah, this may be the really low brow, not low brow, yeah, low tech class, because this is now just my computer video because my other camera isn't working. Love it. Technology. Let's come in to the cisterna in between your belly button and your xiphoid process, right in the middle, pumping in. When we do deep diaphragmatic breathing, we're going to get that pumping that area. So just coming in, it is, you can see, here's my belly button, here's my xiphoid process right in the middle. Kind of pumping into that. I don't know why this, I'm not sure if it's the adapter that's not working, or because I have one of those fancy, the year that they stopped making regular USB ports for the computer. Oh, there we go. Maybe we're going to get it back. There we go. Back. All right. So next place, inguinal fold. Just between your pubic bone and your hip bone. And then finally, right behind your knees. Eye of the knee, circling around in there. And then coming up, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let's go big crossbody movement, elbow to knee, stepping across. Also, like, so, you know, if we do all our movement really slow, our tissue gets really good at doing that. If we do all our movement really fast, our tissue adapts to that. So we want to have a real variety of types of movement that we do. Things that are slow, things that are fast, bearing weight in different ways, touching in the back, contralateral movement, touching in the back. Good. And then let's circle our shoulders, big circles, rib cage, lungs, and heart, taking some of that movement, receiving some of that movement, and then the other direction, up and over. And then interlace your hands up over your head, a little side. Doesn't have to be your biggest stretch, just opening up the side of the rib cage and lungs, and opening up the space between your hip and your shoulder. Deep inside the muscles, even your psoas right next to your spine is getting a little bit of side stretching as well. Your quadratus lumborum also getting that stretch. Good. And let's come back in, arch and curl, external rotation, internal rotation. Arch and open, hollow and curl, big breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. So a standing cat-cow. Let's take it down to the floor. We're going to go from side to side, just massaging through your hips. So sitting on your butt and rolling over one butt cheek and hip and then the other. Here is the white kitty. Squeaky deaky, hello. Rolling back and forth. Or if you have someone in the mat sharing program, you may just be able to do one side at a time. Yeah, but even staying on one side and getting in there, moving that tissue is really going to help, going back and forth. Yeah, so I woke up this morning with my lower back kind of tight and feeling it. And I had slept with a pair of underwear that were a little tight around here, like squishing in. Any kind of like impingement or inhibition of the tissue, you might really feel. So just be aware that like you might think, oh no, it's not doing anything if I wear tight pants and I'm having like a muffin top, or even wearing like leggings like this squishing in of my skin and my tissue has an effect on what my skin and tissue do or don't do. So we want to not always be wearing things that are tight. Often letting your body really breathe is the best. Let's drop from side to side, rolling across your butt, releasing your hips again, getting this nice spiral in the spine. Boop. And then you're going to go all the way across. Taking the twist a little deeper. The underwear thing is just such a difficult thing to deal with because you need underwear that aren't going to fall down, but you also, I don't know, like but if they're digging into your body at all, even just a little bit, it's going to be impinging the flow. Stretch your arms up over your head, legs down below you, and just take a heel rock. Release your head and neck. And think about bras, like those things pinching in, or sports bras, like squishing us all in. Things that we are using all the time, but they're really stopping flow from moving through us. So it's not that we don't ever want to do that. Obviously, we're in a culture where most people aren't going to run around without a bra most of the time that have big boobs, but it is putting on a restriction in there. All right, let's bend our knees, pelvis up, circles with your hips. And what I'm really trying to do is just draw attention to the fact that what we're wearing and how it affects our body matters. Change direction, or we may be able to feel the response of what happened because we wore something, right? Like high heels. You can usually feel it. If you've been wearing high heels, it's like, ow, that stuff hurts. Unless you've worn them so much, like Dolly Parton, that's all you can wear because your tissue forms in that way. Let's take the legs up in the air, arms up, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then take a happy baby pose. Open and close, stretch it out. I'm going to roll forward and backward. If you're not ready for forward, backward rolling, don't do it yet. You can always go side to side. And then coming in, let's stretch our legs straight down. I just need to adjust my mat. Stretching our legs straight down. Arms out to the side, big circle, flex through your feet. Feel the back of your legs lengthening out. Feel the front of your legs lengthening out. So they're not popping up and in, they're lengthening out. Circling your arms. Inhale, open. Exhale, just coming up past your shoulder blades. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Change direction, coming down, and then arms up over your head. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. That is the pea pod slinking around. If you haven't seen her before, she's a Manx cat. That's what she was born with, that little nubby tail. And then come in and just turn your head from side to side. Let it go. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Shake it all out. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Loosen everything up. No extra tension. And then come back in and let's slide the heels up, pelvis up, hands down by your sides. You're just going to take a little march with bent knees, pushing the floor away, up and down, up, down, up, and up. And I'm pointing my foot as it goes up. So I'm pushing the floor away, pointing my foot, and then coming down through my foot, pushing up, coming back down, getting that little bit of extra action through my toes, my ankle, pushing and pointing. And I'm going to straighten on top, straighten up and come down, reach it out, come down, push and down. And we're going to add one more thing, push it up, flex, point, fold it down, push it up, flex, point, fold it down, push, flex, point, fold, push, flex, point, fold, push, flex, point, fold, push, flex, point, fold. Two more. Last one. And take it all the way down. Roll it down through your spine. Take your knees into your chest, circling your knees, relaxing your lower back, relaxing your feet, relaxing your inner thighs, letting go. Breathe and change direction. And let's go up one more time. You're going to press up, interlace your hands behind your back, feet open a little wider this time. Push the floor away, push with your arms, knees open, knees closed. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, come into center, tippy toes and lower. Lift up your toes and lower. Heels off, lower, toes off, lower. Heels, lower, toes. So I'm not flexing my foot. I'm just flexing up my toes. Toes and down. Heels, toes, heels, toes. And release your hands, open your shoulders, roll it down through your spine all the way down and relax. Wiggle, soften, breathe. I'm going to roll from side to side. Coming in and just rolling onto one side, letting my weight really drop into the floor. So I'm pouring my body from side to side, mashing out and releasing. So since we just did a whole bunch of work for the back, like if your back is sore and you do some back work, that's probably going to help bring some blood flow. Well, not probably, it is going to help bring blood flow to the area. If there's something that it really hurts to do, like if it really hurts to twist or it really hurts to arch or it really hurts to curl, you may not want to do that thing. But you do want to get some blood flow into the area. We're going to change this. You're going to come onto your side. You're just going to reach your arm and your leg away and then bring it back in and roll it to the other side. Come onto your side, reach upper versus lower, bring it in, side versus side. Roll onto your side, reach it long, very easy and gentle and open. So we're not trying to get like, this isn't so much, sometimes like exercise, we're really trying to get the burn, we're really trying to feel it, but this is much more like gently moving, lengthening everything out, bringing back in, massaging across your back. So we're lengthening one whole side, bringing it back in and rolling over to the other side. Lengthening it out, bringing it in and rolling over, lengthening it out, really reaching, bringing it in and rolling over. When we do that, we're elongating all that tissue, fascia, front and back of the body, lengthening and then coming in and rolling, and just doing it one side at a time in sort of a relaxed way with the other half is a way that things can balance out. All right, so let's do this version where we're going to unfold in the middle, open it up, and then fold. Rolling across, opening, folding it in, pushing the floor away, open, 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 and close, open, 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 and close, open, stretch away from center, and fold it in. And last one, open, and just come onto your back. If you have a block, you're going to grab your block. So I was watching my mom do her exercises the other day in here, and she was doing a lot of similar exercises to what I do. Like she got all this work from her physical therapist, and now she's really good at doing it all the time. But at one point she got up to change the radio and she kind of scooted around the room, and I was like, that's the golden ticket. All that weird scoochy movement where you're reaching for your thing or you're doing, I got to get that pillow, like that's what we do in our regular life. So like this kind of movement where you got to get that thing is maybe more important than doing like the hundreds, right? Which is what we're going to do right now. But we want the mixture of functional movement where it's like, oh, I can get that thing easily. I can move from here to there. I can change from position to position. Those transitional movements are maybe the most important thing. Anyways, let's go on with our more like exercise-based movement. Taking your block, sticking it right down your pubic bone, squeeze your legs together, touch your toes to the floor, arms up over your head. Exhale, pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, open. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath in. Exhale up. 2. Inhale. Let's flex and point up there. So going up, flex, and point. Touch down, up, flex, point. Touch down, up, flex, point. Touch, up, flex, point. Touch 3 more, up, flex, point. Touch 2 more, up, flex, point. Touch last one, up, flex, point, and relax. Take your block out. Big deep breath. Take it all out. Maybe yawn. Open up, spread out your fingers. Think of your whole body yawning. So like it's a big stretch, inner body, outer body, just letting yourself open up into space, expansive body, sharing space with space. We're always sharing space with space, right? If I move my hand through the space in front of me, the space itself doesn't change. It's still the space in front of me, right? So just feel free to take up a lot of space in your body, in your personality, in your being you-ness. Might drive everyone else crazy, but you might feel better. All right, let's knock our knees together, turn our toes in. I've got 2 weights in my hand. They're both 3-pound weights. I'm circling around. Inhale, open, and exhale, closed. Inhale and exhale. Breathing. And change direction other way. Last one. Coming in Knees parallel again, heels lined up, taking your weights up over your head, folding in, and then lowering down, coming up. Reach, bring it in, fold, and open. Stretch, in, lower. These ones are pretty handy because they're handles, right? So I can let go when my hands are here. Actually, I can let go there too. Don't drop your weights, but if you have the weights that like wrap around like this, it's kind of easy to free up your fingers as well. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And relax. We're going to do a different exercise here. So that was kind of more muscly, tissuey, like active, but we'll do something a little more passive and relaxed. You're going to take your hands out so you're in that elbows to the floor, and you're just going to slowly slide them up over your head. I've got all sorts of mat here that I'm negotiating space with, and then bend and open wide. So sliding your arms slowly along the floor up over your head, reaching it out, and then bending your elbows out to the sides. Slide along the floor, reach and open. And it might be that your hands are off the floor here. And if you've got kind of pain or if you've injured the front of your rotator cuff at all, you might just want to do this with your hands up off the floor. So this would be totally fine, just doing it here. But if you've got the range of motion, it feels okay to stay on the floor, reaching up and down. A couple more times. Reach it out. Come down. One more. And we're going to change it. You're going to take your hands up to the sides. Then you're going to look into the palm of one hand, and both thumbs are going to go to the floor. One hand goes up, one hand goes down. Comes through center, you look in the palm of the hand going up, and you turn the other one down. Coming through center, turn your head. Coming through center, turn your head. See into the palm of your hand. I notice even when I'm doing this, I might be saying look into the palm of your hand, but half the time I'm not actually seeing the palm of my hand. So try to stay present enough with the exercise that you are actually looking into the palm of your hand each time. Spiraling in and spiraling out. Good. And then come in and let's let that go. Let's do some leg stuff today. We're going to stretch out one leg, start with the flexed foot, low leg coming up for 4, going 1, not high. 2, reaching through your heel, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to flex and go high and point down. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go for 8 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8. Turning your leg out, flexed foot. We're going to start with the 4s, turned out leg, flexed foot, coming low, going 1, 2, inner thigh, bringing it up, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax for a second, just rotate in and out. We're going to do the whole thing again with 8 big kicks, not the whole thing. 8 big kicks up and down with a flexed foot. Just stays flexed this time. Inner thigh brings it up, outer thigh brings it down. Going 1, 2, kicking up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to roll over onto our side, grab that leg, take it back, quad stretch. Breathe into it, taking your knee back if that feels okay. Heel into your butt. You can internally and externally rotate. And then you can kick back, push back with your foot into your hand. And release. Let's do the other leg before we switch onto our side. So other leg, we're going to start parallel, flexed foot, up and down for 4, going 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flex up, point down for 8. 1, big kicks. 2, try to straighten your leg the whole time. 3, 4, flex up, point down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Turned, shake it out for a second, give it a break. Turned out leg, flexed foot coming up the middle, low for 4. Flex foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. I don't know. That feels like a lot of work to me today. Like I'm like, wow, I'm really working my inner thigh there. I don't know how it is for you, but it feels like work. Flex and turn out, kicking up high for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And roll onto your side and grab on, stretching your quad. So last night, my mom's here, we watched there's this 2014 Swedish version of Jesus Christ Superstar that is on YouTube. It's called the Jesus Christ Superstar Swedish Arena Tour 2014. It's amazing. I know I've talked about it on here before. The guy who plays Judas, Peter, I think his name is Peter Johansson, is amazing. Johansson, probably. And the guy who plays Jesus is the one who put the whole thing together. It's also kind of excellent. It's a great production. If you have any joy watching musical theater, I highly recommend looking at that production. All right, we're going to come onto our sides and flex and turn out. Low leg, going 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes. And also, if you've got an interest in linguistics, it's all written out what the words are. The guy who plays Jesus did the translation. 2, 3, 4. We're going to flex up, point down for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we aren't done with that side. We're going to go parallel, legs straight down below you, up and down. 1, 2, flexed foot. 3, 4, tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes. 1, 2. That's a real good place to sit. 3, 4. And then we're going to turn it in. It's like the window for the little cat. Rotate in. 1, flex foot. 2, 3, 4, tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes. 1, 2. He's like, I can reach out my foot too. 4, and relax. Give it a tap. We're going to take the top leg either in front and grab it, or it can go behind. Either one is fine. How do I feel about that? I'm going to go forward. And bottom leg straight down below you, flexed foot parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn it in, flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out, flexed foot, heel up. 1, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Come onto your back, open it up, stretch out your inner thighs, release. And just roll from side to side, let it go, bending one knee, bending the other. And then come up. And we will take it to the other side. Starting with low leg turned out. I can't tell you how soft this cat is. He's like silk. Both of them are really, really soft, but in sort of different ways. She's like fluffy soft, and he's like silky soft. All right, let's go turned out leg, flex foot, up and down for 4, going 1. Low, 2, 3, 4, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Flex up, point down, big kicks for 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Legs parallel, straight down below you, long body. 1. Flex foot. 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turned in. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Tap it out for a second. All right, we're going to do the inner thigh. Grab on, either behind you, no grab, in front of you, grab it. Flex foot straight down below you, parallel. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turning in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flexed. 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Take it onto your back. Open up. Free it up. Shake it all out. Let's come onto our elbows and our knees. Just a quick arch and curl here. Cat cow, pushing the floor away, arching and curling. And then we're going to do our legs to the back. So one leg out behind you. We're just going to leave it pointed up and down, going 1, 2, 3, 4 for 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming up onto your hands and knees, we're going to make hands further away from your knees, big circles with your hips, down towards the floor, and reach out in the back. Breathing into it. Use your breath. Yeah, let the breath create that internal massage, moving organs, moving tissues inside your body. Change direction. And then come to your belly on the mat, all the way down to the floor. Let's go same arm and leg lifting up. Lift and lower than the other side. So lengthening out one side, lengthening out the other. Reach and lower, reach and lower, up and down, up and down. Then change it to opposite arm to leg. Inhale, exhale, use your breath. And relax for a second, bend your knees. Drop your legs from side to side. So this is, I said relax for a second, and now we're moving again, but this is relaxed moving. So relax as much as you can. Let this massage the front of the quads. Relax your hips, relax your butt, relax your lower back. Breathe. Let go. And then hands next to your chest, baby cobra. Up, no hands. Exhale down. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Connect your hands, coming all the way up. And exhale, releasing down. Use your breath. And then if you want to, you can try coming up, bending your knees, reaching back, trying to touch your toes to your head. Couple of times. Last one. And take it back into a child's pose. Surrender, melt, let go, wiggle around, shift from side to side. Walk your hands over to one side. And then walk them to the other side. And bring it back and come up. I want to do a side plank. Just checking the time. Let's do a side. Let's just do a regular side plank. One foot in front of the other, pulsing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Switch it around to the other side. Pressing it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's the cat. I'm seeing him in the other room, harassing my mom. All right, let's come back to bent knees and squish across your butt again, just massaging it out. And then big circle down to the floor. Reach your leg out behind you and fold it back in. Circle up, circle, circle, and down. Reach out your leg and bring it in. Open, open, reach it out. Bring it in, open, open, reach. Like you have a long tail. Bring it in, open, open, spiral and reach. Bring it in, open, open, reach it out, bring it in. Let's take it all the way back down onto your back. Right ankle crossed over your left knee or left over right, either way. You're just going to let your legs fall one way and then the other. Really relaxed and easy. If you're holding tension in your body that you can feel, invite it to soften and melt. No extra tension. We don't need to hold it together as much as we think we do. It's not gonna fall apart. We aren't gonna fall off the planet. We can probably let go of some tension. So let it just be as easy and loose as possible. And then we're gonna switch it to the other side. Same thing, letting the legs fall one way and then the other, massaging through your hips and lower back. Gentle, easy movement. If you feel like you need more padding under your body, double up your mat, get an extra towel, whatever you need, so that you can pour yourself from side to side, hydrating that tissue, massaging through the fascia, layers of fascia sliding around on each other, especially in those big bandy places like your IT band or your lower back, where there's big swaths of connective tissue coming in, like big bandy, strappy, strong stuff. Without it, we wouldn't be able to stand up, right? Bring it in. Like, we don't want this length of our IT band to lengthen out. Otherwise, we'd have a hard time standing. But what we do want is to have some differentiation between and capacity for movement between the layer of fascia under the IT band, which is kind of cross-hatching in the other direction, maybe sort of zigzagging, and this top layer. So we want the tissues to be able to have movement and elasticity inside but we don't want, like, it's not like you want this to stretch out and suddenly become longer. If it did, you would have a really hard time standing. All right, let's do one more hip stretch here. You're going to cross one knee over the other, bend them both. Once you get there, you can pull it into a ball or elongate your spine, either way, or move back and forth. Just breathing into it. At some point, see if you can circle your ankles in one direction and then circle them the other way. Undo it, shake it out, and switch it to the other side. Hold it in. Yeah, we want to be able to move and to move easily and to move with minimal pain. So to be able to like get our bodies to do that, like we have to invest in them, in moving. Come in and circle your feet in one direction and then the other. Like we were born to move a lot. Bring it in, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out in multiple different ways, right? And now the way that the world is, there's so little movement required, right? We can just press a button, do nothing, take a pill. But to have a more vital life where we have quality of life and capacity for movement, we got to move. We got to keep building these structures of what we do in our life. Yeah. Like, I mean, I have to say vacuuming. It's a great one. Get around there, move furniture, get in there, get your body going, take it forward and down, wiggle around. And then come up, slide your heels in towards your butt. Let's take it forward. See if you can come up onto your knees and then fold down and take it back. If you can touch down, great. If you can't, no worries. Taking it forward, coming up, taking it down and back. This is kind of a functional movement pattern, right? This is something that is helpful to be able to do. And then we're going to change it. You're going to, I'm just going to scooch back a little. You're going to take it from here forward and then into sort of like a forward fold downward dog, taking it down. See if you can get back into your squat. Take it forward into a forward fold, forward, pushing back, flowing through it a little bit if possible. And the last one. And then open your feet wider and shift from side to side. Bend your knees, one side and then the other. Let your body hang. Free it up. And come into center. Roll it all the way up to the top. And then breathing. Inhale, open. Let's open the feet wide. Again, push up through the heels of the hands. Just again, side stretching, one side and then the other. Breathing into it. And then a little bounce and shake again, right? More bouncing and shaking in your life so that you can bounce and shake, right? The things that we do, and you don't have to start by like, okay, now I'm going to do like an urban rebounding class, or I'm going to go and jump 1,000 times. Take it small, jump 5 times, jump 10 times, a couple times a day. It doesn't have to be that you go and do it so much that you then can't do it anymore, right? We tend to be like that as humans, that we tend to like overdo it. When, oh, I'm going to do this thing, and then we get hurt, and then we think, oh, I can't do that. That was a big mistake. But in reality, if we just take it slow and easy and start to develop things in a more intelligent manner, that would be wise. Alrighty. If you have joined me in the live stream, bravo. Thank you so much for joining. Please consider becoming